The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
All right, yes sir, baby. On the Radar Radio, yo, special guest back in the building. My guy, my brother R2R Mo, back in the spot. What's good, my boy?
For sure. Thank you for having me, gang. For sure.
How you feeling this time?
Less anxious. I feel like I'm supposed to be here now. Like before, it felt like I was trying to work my way to it. Now I feel like I'm supposed to be here.
Why do you feel like now is like? What do you feel like has changed since now, like since then to now? Like, what do you feel like has changed in your mental that makes you feel like you're supposed to be here now versus
I'm a lot more. Sorry to cut you off. I'm a lot more prepared. Like I feel like now. Before I used to feel like I was still trying to figure it out. Like if music was really for me, I knew it was for me, but I was trying to figure out if this was the direction I wanted to take. But now, ultimately, like 100%, I know like this is it. And I've been feeling it. I've been feeling the love for sure over these last couple weeks. That's what's making me feel like this.
What do you feel like was like the moment like that kind of changed everything?
There for you. I dropped,
There For You,
I dropped There For You, and everybody went crazy. Like, still going crazy to this day. And then from there, I was like, all right, this is it.
Yeah, I definitely think, because I told you a year ago too, I was like, bro, don't shift yourself into the drill lane. I'm like, stay where you at, like stay where you are, and like just stay down until like that sound comes up. Because like I feel like while it's different, you know, and we're gonna talk about Wolf and shit like that, but like the Wolface Joeyy, the U, like the Cash and Chow over here, like it's all three very different things, but they're all on kind of like the same like line.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like you're not making sexy drill, but you're making your own shit, which you're inspired by like you said Vori and like Don Toliver and Juice WRLD last time, and then Wolf's inspirations are different, and Cash and Chow they make their sexy drill shit, but it's all kind of like on the same type of like playing field of like the sound. You get what I'm saying?
Oh God, we all on the same frequency.
All on the same frequency.
Sure,
Thank you. Yeah.
Sure.
Where it's not like drill shit. It's just like good. It's just good music that people could have fun to.
Man. Shout out them boys though. They doing their thing. Joeyy, Cash, Chow, they doing their thing right now.
Yeah, I remember it was. I'm glad you got your hair braided today too, because I saw you post as well. You're like, so nobody braids hair.
Yo, Gabe, you don't even get it.
You didn't want to come here without your hair braided again?
I was gonna come here with an afro. I literally got my hair braided like an hour before we were supposed to be on the road.
I'm crying.
I'm like, nah, I can't do it again. I gotta.
You didn't want to do the afro 2 times?
I can't do it again. No. They gotta see me looking right at least once.
They gotta see.
Feel me? In my video, I got the afro. I can't keep doing that. It's quiet.
But it's also like the evolutions. Like last time you had the afro, the white tee, the beater underneath, and then now it's like you got.
I got the white tee, no afro, and we here. Like,
and you got like the nice little jacket on too.
Shout out Eddie, I stole it from his closet.
Oh, okay, shout out to Eddie. You got it's levels to this shit now. The evolution of that shit, right?
We getting there.
But so obviously I didn't get to ask you about Eddie last time, but Eddie's been producing most of your stuff. Kind of like your main producer at this point with everything that you do. How far back, like what's the relationship with you and Eddie?
I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy because me and Eddie grew up in the same area. Like Eddie's from 119th, I'm from, not to, feel me, don't go to 119th, he don't really live there. But I used to live on 122nd. So like growing up, we already knew each other. That was my right-hand man. When we linked back up. So growing up, we knew each other. I used to play in the park by his crib. And then when we met back up, it just turned out he was producing and I was rapping. So it's like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
it's only right we lock in. We made one song together, No Games, at our friend crib. And from there, it was just like, we got to stay together. It's no getting past us. We got this.
And the rest is history.
History.
Does it make it easier for you just locking in with Eddie, whatever, most of the time?
I'm not going to lie. Like, sometimes Eddie, little do y'all know, Eddie be giving me like stuff to write. Like he be telling me what to say, or he'll give me the ad-libs. Like it make it 1,000 times easier. Not even because he's a producer, just because he's my right-hand man. Like it make it 1,000 times easier.
So he'd be having his little writing credits on the songs too.
What? Wait till this. We got something brewing right now. We gonna get right.
With your sound too, like, you know, we were talking about a year ago to now. I feel like there were certain points throughout the last year where you were more quiet. Like, what was going on during those times? Because I was even thinking, I'm like, man, I know he's probably stressed out because he got to wait till this sound is really, like, taking off. Like, I'm sure he's, like, thinking about it a lot. Like, what was going on in, like, the few moments this past year where even while I was saying, I'm like, yo, where's Mo at? I ain't seen Mo in a while. Like, what he been up to?
I'm not going to lie. Like I was saying earlier, it was a little small point where I was starting to feel like, you know, maybe this wasn't what I wanted to do. Not saying 1,000%, but, like, I was on the fence with it. But as time went on, I'm like, okay. And I 1000% felt like that just because, you know, maybe our sound is not my sound is not what people want to hear right now. I'm like, okay, the drill music keep popping. It's no getting out of that. But now slowly it's like people starting to like what I'm doing. They loving me for who I am. So it's only right I keep going. So it was like, after I dropped There For You, I took a little hiatus before that. I dropped There For You. And once I seen the love from that, I'm like,
Shot
okay.
it back up, right?
Yeah, I'm like, people fucking with me. I'm like, it's only right I keep going.
Right.
And I did a little show at SOB's, and that was crazy. That's what really made me feel like, okay, like, you got it. Like, you don't stop now. You got to keep going.
How did you end up then working or linking with 22? Like, where's 22?
It's actually crazy because, like, it was random. We just finished making Reflections in the crib, and I told Eddie, I'm like, yo, we got to post this, like, tonight. He like, all right, bet, let's do it. I made a little snippet, Triller posted it, and Cash commented, and 2 minutes later, 22 commented. I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it.
You see what's going on?
I see what's going on already. Like, so then he texted me,
The New York Illuminati.
he like, literally.
The New York Illuminati.
I'm like, once you start getting, you already know how it goes. It's like, if you're not making drill music, if you're trying to figure out your own lane, once you get in tune with like Cash, Chow, Joeyy per se, 22 people like that, it's like, okay, now you know, like, you in the loop.
Which is why I linked you with Joey a year ago, because I was like, you belong more with Joey than you do with the drill artists. Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's like, now you know you in the loop. He texted me, he like, yo, Cash hit me and was like, yo, send this. It's crazy how it happened. Cash hit me, he said, yo, send this right now. 2 minutes later, 22 hit me like, send this right now. I said, bet, send it to both of them. And then we was at the spot one day, and he hit us like, yo, I'm at the stool right now, pull up, I'm gonna wait for y'all to get here. We went over there like 3:30 in the morning, made our second song together. He was already he sent me 2 beats beforehand.
22.
Yeah, when we first tapped in, but pulled up on him at the stool. We locked in with him a couple times too. We real cool now. That's like, bro.
Yeah. Joey be telling me that 22 be in the studio till like 7, 8 in the morning, so it's not surprising that he hit you at 3:30. Like, come to the studio right now.
Last time we was there, boy, ordered food at 4 in the morning. I said, all right, babe, you gonna be here a little longer. We left.
You left?
We left. It's over.
I'm not like, I think like once you hit like my 6 a.m.
It's quiet.
It's quiet, yeah.
I could do the studio, but the way we do the studio is like me, Ken, and Eddie. We go for a little bit, we'll chill for a little bit, and then we record. Then we'll chill for a little bit. We can't just lock in for 8 hours straight. I don't know how people do that.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have a little Mac out session, listen to music, play a couple beats, then it start feeling like, all right, I'm supposed to be here. Me being there 8 hours straight, like two, I can't do it.
That's how I feel too.
So
like when we recorded like some of our project in here, which I definitely got to talk to you because I definitely want you on that too, and I got to introduce you to Matt Ali. I don't know if you got to meet Matt Ali yet.
Nah, but I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in though.
But when we recorded that, like there was times when I'm in here and I'm like, yo, I need to step outside. Like I need I can't be in here while they're still recording this shit because we recorded like how many songs? Like 6 songs in like 8 hours, some shit like that.
See?
Like we was wilding.
Even not like those days come like once every month. We'll be in there 8 hours and do 6 songs. Other than that, 2 songs, 8 hours. 3 songs, 8 hours. You gotta Mac out for a little bit. That's how you make masterpieces.
That's a fact. You gotta chill in between.
Yeah, you gotta give it some time. You can't make back to back to back to back to back. It worked different for everybody, but for us specifically, it's like you gotta space it out. You gotta feel good when you're doing it.
Right. Do you also you tell me that so you and Wolf might actually have something coming because he sent you an open, right?
He tapped in right now.
22 produced that joint too, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent him an open. I'm waiting for him to send me the open right now. We just like really tapped in like a week ago.
Yeah, which is crazy because like I was telling you before the interview, like I think it's all just a timing thing because I put y'all on the phone together like literally a year ago.
Oh God!
And that was still when you were nervous and you weren't sure about shit. But it's cool because like I see the confidence level and you change now, where it's like, oh yeah, he like really into it. But it was crazy because I've been telling. I don't know if they ever hit you up, but I remember I told a couple label people about you. I was like, yo, get the boy now.
Matter of fact, yeah, dab me right now because every word I swear you texted me right after I left here. You texted me like 2 days later, and I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was either Rock or Def Jam.
I think it was Def Jam.
They hit me right after. And the first name they said was yours. I said, I bet.
I tell.
And
One of y'all gonna fuck up, and y'all not gonna get Mo at the right time. I'm telling y'all right now.
I appreciate you, man, for sure.
So where are you taking your sound now? Like, what's kind of like the vision right now for you? Now that the vision is clear, now that everything's clearer.
So for real, now it kind of feel me like the lane I'm in right now. What I'm doing is what people want to keep hearing. So it's like I'm not talking about drilling or doing too much. I'm talking about females and stuff you go through. Yeah, and it's like that's the stuff people want to hear. So hopefully we could transition that to like start playing around with like R&B, like R&B drill. We gonna make up some funny shit. We gonna come up with something that's our own. But we gonna figure out a way to start saucing it up a little bit.
Like trying to do that Vori shit that you always wanted to do.
But still in my New York bag, feel me? Yeah. Still getting crafty. Try to figure out how to. People keep commenting Don Toliver on my TikTok.
I see that, bro. Cause I follow you on TikTok, and every time I click, yo, bro, I think it's just cause like y'all facial structures are very similar,
and we both got like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I don't know how. I really think it's because when Don first came into the game, everybody was like, I never heard a sound like this. What is this? Yeah. Now it's like we're trying to transition into being in this industry. It's like the people that are hearing me, they're like, okay, this is new. Like I've never heard something that sound like this. Shit, yeah. It has its relations, of course, but it's like this is something in its own lane. I really think that's where the comparison comes from. I don't think I sound like Don, but shout out to Don. I want to lock in with Don. So I'm not
I don't sound like. I don't. With the strong Harlem accent, I don't sound like Don.
I'm not gonna throw it out for me, but
I mean, but that's like Joey. They say Joey sounds like Pierre.
Never.
And he don't sound like Pierre.
No disrespect. Pierre's a goat.
Yeah.
Joey sounds nothing like Pierre.
That's what I said. That's literally what me and Joey were just talking about like the other day when he was here.
Joey got his own swag. Yeah. And Pierre got his own swag. It's like I get where people start putting people in the same boxes and respective like comparisons, but it's like you gotta really sit down and listen. And if you really take the time out to sit down and listen, it's like those comparisons won't come to your mind at all. I promise. Right. No disrespect though, because I love Don and I love Pierre, but I don't think I sound like Don, and I don't think Joey sounds like Pierre at all.
That's a fact. But what do we have coming up? What are we cooking up right now?
Man, I got this next single about to drop, Angelic. It's going crazy. The snippet is going crazy on TikTok. I just dropped Reflections on KJ Shot It. Yep. Shout out KJ. I grew up with my boy. Yeah. So I just dropped that. That's going crazy right now. I'm working on this tape. I know that's what people want to hear. Finally, I'm working on a tape, man. I'm gonna get a little something together, craft something nice, maybe a little 8-11 songs. I wanna hope to drop it by like before winter. So it's coming very soon.
Word, man. Well, I'm excited for you and I'm proud of you, man.
I appreciate you, bro. You a big part of this, bro. You don't even get it. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Well, part 2 out now. By the time y'all see this, so go check that out. Go run up part 1. New project on the way, new singles on the way. You already know the drill, bro. Let the people know they can follow you. Anything else you want to let them know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Mr. R2R, R2R Mo. Follow me everywhere, R2R Mo. Weapon X. It's time to get right. Let's do it.
There you go. Well, make sure you go follow him. Go run up everything he has out now. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time on The Radar, R2R Mo. We out.